Hello, I'm Max Sternbaum and I'm the host of ASTROCHAT. I've been studying astrology seriously for about 3 years, though I've been obsessed with it for much longer. I'm a Taurus Sun, Libra Rising, and Capricorn Moon. This abbreviated Intro to Astrology, or Astrology 101 podcast, is essentially a key or primer for the main concepts of astrology used in natal readings. In the course of 12 episodes, we will cover each of the 12 houses and their corresponding signs, Aries through Pisces. The first 6 houses are to be remembered as the personal houses, and 7 through 12 are the social houses. In a potential 13th and 14th episode, we will go over the stronger aspects as I see them and use them in readings, conjunction, opposition, and square, as well as the nature of the 10 planets. Listen, this intro special is not only for listeners of the AstroChat series, but for anyone looking for a basic understanding of the primary language and archetypes used in an astrological reading. This is Astrology for the People. Episode 12, Pisces in the 12th house. Pisces season is February 18th to March 19th. The Pisces archetype is the mystic, the poet, and the dreamer. The Pisces symbol is the fishes. The Pisces phrase is I believe. Pisces rules the feet, and its opposite sign is Virgo. And just like that, we've entered the 12th and final house. This is a big house encompassing many things, and as I lack any planets here, it can be particularly difficult to describe. I shall do my best. A good umbrella term for this elusive house is the house of the subconscious. Here things tend to be below conscious awareness, and as such operate behind the scenes, driving motivations or kindling fears. As anything here is hidden from us, those with planets in the 12th house may have to do more work to connect to those parts of themselves. This is the bin of where and what we repress. Those areas of the psyche we must confront if we want to fulfill ourselves. This great responsibility of turning inward, of self-work, can poorly express as self-sabotage, victimization, and escapism. A healthy 12th house tends to manifest as those who work behind the scenes, selflessly giving energy without the motivation of fame or recognition. A sense of social responsibility and self-sacrificing for the benefit of the whole exemplifies a connection to spirituality or a spiritual identity that thus indicates the quote-unquote other side aspect of the 12th house. Like the 8th, it too is a house of magic and heightened intuition, of extreme sensitivity and connection to the dream realm and collective unconscious. And it's the house of universal love. To make sure I'm doing this incredible house justice, some key phrases associated with this house are hidden and unknown strengths, secret inner life, self-defeating behaviors, handicaps, seclusion, the things we hide from others. It includes places of confinement like jails, hospitals, or asylums, public welfare, meditation, research, charity, and sympathy. As the last house of the zodiac, it too represents the ending of a cycle. Sensitive, creative, emotionally vulnerable, strongly attuned to the dream realm and all-pervading consciousness. These are newly familiar keywords that help us understand the Pisces archetype. The 12th house fear, escapism, and potential victimization also resonate within the fishes. But this sign is known for its immense artistry, almost describing the whole lot, as it's hard to find a Pisces not expressing creatively, particularly in the fine arts. Similar to Aquarius, this sign comes from another realm, one that expresses emotions as music, thoughts as poetry, and real life as a work of art. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, the planet of love and higher consciousness. Being ruled by an outer planet can lend compassion and empathy to our fishy friends. It's a mystical and intuitive sign. But Neptune can create a lot of fog, and it can be hard for Pisces to see clearly both themselves and others. And being so energetically sensitive, Pisces needs to learn to protect themselves and should Google psychic boundaries immediately. Pisces has the aforementioned tendency to escape to imaginary realms, and it's impossible not to when you're bubbling with so much creativity while feeling so much. And being a mutable water sign ruled by Neptune can invoke the lack of boundaries and constant desire to merge that can get Pisces into trouble. Spiritually, there's a desire to merge with God, but if the language or understanding doesn't exist, then Pisces may merge with things, concepts, or substances. The poor manifestation of this sign results in a feeling of things happening to you, i.e. victimization, as well as addiction and escapism, further highlighting the dark face of Neptune. But ultimately, Pisces is here to understand that we are interconnected, to develop compassion and emotional understanding. What does quantum entanglement mean then? Some well-known Pisces who exemplify their sign are Albert Einstein, Kurt Cobain, Steve Jobs, Johnny Cash, John Wayne Gacy, Fred Rogers, Nat King Cole, John Steinbeck, Jack Kerouac, Frédéric Chopin, Ansel Adams, and Nina Simone. Thank you all for listening, and I hope this proved helpful and resonated with the Pisces of the world, as well as 12th house suns or those with a heavy Piscean signature. We each have all 12 signs within our natal chart, so while you might think, I'm no Pisces, well, look closely at your natal chart and find out which house and or planet or angle inhabits the world of Pisces. Then you can apply these principles or archetypes to that area of your life or yourself. It's the variety of combinations of planets and houses and signs within each of our natal charts that accounts for the diversity of human experience. And again, I hope to emphasize that figuring out our own astrology can help navigate life with more awareness, ease, and certainly grace. It provides the tools and knowing to deal with adversity and difficult timing, and is helpful in self-understanding, as well as understanding other, by allowing us to maintain perspective. Instead of floating through life subject to the whims of celestial forces, we can be present and potentially co-create this existence, which is what is really meant by quote-unquote owning your power and stepping into your worth. And with that, I'll leave you. If you're digging this podcast, be sure and review or leave a comment and subscribe. You can find me on Instagram at STARTREE_astrology, or drop me a line at yo.startree@gmail.com. Take it easy.